Hello, in this video I'm going to solve a fraction word problem by modeling with a fraction bar and a fraction circle. Now I'm going to read the question and then we'll talk a little bit about fractions and then we'll come back to solve the problem. In a far off land, a magical gem keeps this fairy palace safe, right? A mint which breaks the gem into five equal pieces and scatters them into the wind. Sir Henry Goodhart is a brave knight who promises to help the fairies by finding all the pieces. Now, the first question is draw a fraction bar model that represents three pieces of the gem. And the second question is draw a fraction circle model that represents two pieces of the gem. So, before we solve it, let's talk real quick about fractions. So this is an interactive fraction site. You can see that this whole pizza is divided into five equal parts. So you have 5/5, and when you divide that, that makes it a whole. The numerator and denominator are the same. So when you divide that, it makes it a whole. All right. So it does the shape that we are dividing does not have to be food related. Doesn't have to be a cake, a pizza, or whatever. It can be a shape, can be a square, a rectangle, a triangle, any shape. But then the parts have to be divided equally for you to say, okay, this is a fraction of that, or the parts that you divide them into have to be the same or equal parts. All right. So if we go in here and pick a square, it's still divided into five. Now a circle is divided into five. Now you can change that. We'll go back that's the beauty of this interactive site. You can change the number of slices. Let's say we go into six now. It's 6/6. If we eat one or give one out, we have five left. All right, so that's the beauty of this site. Now let's go back to solving our problem. So the first question is draw a fraction bar model that represents three pieces of the gem. So down here we'll pick a bar, fraction bar, and it says how many parts. We'll divide it into five. Remember that the which breaks the gem into five pieces. All right, you click OK. Now we have to represent three pieces of the gem. So we'll come down here, pick a color. I'll pick the red color and just highlight any of these five pieces. So that's 3/5. Now to solve the second question, I'll go down here, drop my color. To solve the second question, draw a fraction circle model that represents two pieces of the gem. I'll come here, highlight the circle. Now pull it down away from the fraction bar and divide it into five pieces as the question goes. Now I'll click OK again. Then choose a color. This time let's pick yellow color. I'll highlight that and highlight that as my two pieces. But let's say I don't want that. I want the pieces to be together. I'll click on that and bring that down here. Okay, so this is how you do that. So this is 3/5 and this is 2/5 of the gem. Okay, now you don't, let's assume you don't have a computer to do this work. You don't have a computer, or you don't have access to a computer. You can still do the work. You can use fraction tiles to do the work, five fraction tiles here. You can do, still do your work with the fraction tiles, or you can use the fraction circles, which are these ones, to do your work. These manipulatives, the tiles and the circles are manipulatives that you can use to model your math problems or do your work. So there are no excuses. But we don't have the computer and we don't have the manipulatives to use. So, but you can still represent your bar by drawing it out and then dividing it. Try as much as you can to divide it into equal parts. You should use your ruler. That way, it makes it easy for you to divide. But I'm not using a ruler now. I'm just going to do it freehand. So you can use your pen and pencil and just draw a bar. And this bar we're going to divide into five. I'll try as much as possible to make it into 5. So 1, 2, 3, 5. For sake of time, we're not going to go too crazy, but this looks off. All right. So this is 5. Then let's say I highlight 3 pieces. Yeah, I'll pick this piece. I highlight this piece. I'll highlight that. That's 2. Just trying to save time here. This 2 piece, and I'll pick this piece here because it looks odd. So that's 3 pieces, and I can just come here and write. You can change the color if you want. 3/5. Okay. Now you can also do the same with the circle. Okay. You can draw a circle. Try to do it as best as you can. Let's do this into 4 equal parts. I'll do that. Then I'll just pick one part of it, and that's 1/4. Thank you. Bye bye.